Hey, today we're reacting to SNL Spanish class. YouTube actually recommended me this video the other day and I was like, I'm going to save it to react to it on the channel and obviously to give some notes. You have to know that I know this is a sketch, this is just supposed to be funny, but I will say like, oh, this word is supposed to be this other word, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to guess this is going to be like someone mispronouncing something and I know it's an actor, but this is supposed to be also like a learning experience for you guys if you don't speak Spanish and want to learn a little bit. So just so you know, I'm not going to watch it just because it's funny. 15 million subscribers.
Hola, buenas tardes, clase. ¿Cómo estamos? What did everyone do this weekend? And remember, answer in Español.
It's funny that he's saying answer in Español, but he's talking in English. And to be honest, this like brings me back to when I was in high school. We had but some of the English teachers were pretty bad. And also not just bad that they didn't know English, is that they were stuck in Spanish all the time. And it's like, how are we supposed to learn? When I started going to academies to actually learn English, the good thing it was that they were native speakers. They were from England, so they will speak English for the most part, and that was so helpful. I don't know, like I don't understand why teachers don't do that. I guess like a couple hours a week is not enough to learn a language, but it's like if you're just gonna speak mine, it's like this makes no sense. And then you're like, but you should speak the language we're learning. It's like, brother.
Hola, Principal Davidson. ¿Cómo estás?
There's lice in the school, Greg. How do you think I está?
I'm going to say it's supposed to be, how do you think I estoy? Está is like third person.
Transfer students are here. Come on in, guys.
Okay, bienvenidos. ¿Cuáles son tus nombres?
It will be vuestros because it's plural.
I'm asking your names in case you don't understand.
Bueno, mi nombre es Hugo Antonio González Ramírez y esta es mi hermana.
Yo soy María Eugenia González Ramírez. Nos acabamos de mudar de aquí, de Miami, pero somos de Cuba.
The Cuban accent is kind of hard to understand. I remember I love this show. What was it called? One Day at a Time. I love that show, and when they will speak in Spanish, it was kind of hard to understand because it's like really open, if that makes sense. The accent is like they aspire their ages a lot. Like I don't know, it feels like very open. Obviously I understand what they're saying, but like it's one of those accents where I have to pay attention. Like for me, for instance, the accent from Argentina is way easier than the one from Mexico, which is funny to think about. Like it's the same language, but it really varies the type of accent.
Little fast for me.
Para mí.
Today we're going over our favorite foods, okay? So Ricky, what is yours?
See, again, he's just talking in English and he's like, this is a sketch, but this actually happens, and that's what's crazy. It's like you can just do the whole class in your native language, and which is not learning a lot at all.
Mi comida favorita is pizza.
Es pizza.
Mi comida favorita es un pollo a la plancha con arroz y frijoles y plátano maduro que cocina mi abuela. Ay, los plátanos le dan un sabor dulce a un plato bien salado.
You know what's funny to me? That they're not translating this. Like for people that are watching SNL, they don't know what they're saying if they don't speak Spanish. Like obviously he's just saying food. He's saying like he likes rice with frijoles. I don't think there's a translation for that, and like banana and stuff. But it's like people who are watching this and don't know Spanish is like
yummy. I heard rice somewhere in there, aka maíz.
No, I think you mean arroz.
Arroz. Arroz. Here you go, lights. Arroz. All right.
Arroz. I guess it's like the experience they are having. You know, if you don't speak Spanish, it's like the teacher and the other students. If you're watching this sketch, it's like the same experience as them, just not knowing what they're saying.
I am sweating a little bit. Who else wants to say their favorite food? Anybody else?
Una ropa vieja con tamales, con tostones, el postre, un duro frío, batido de mamá también por si acaso. Los mamoncillos me encantan también porque son como una mezcla entre un lichí y una lima picante y un poquito dulce también. Son tan ricos, ¿verdad? Tan ricos.
when it comes to food, I don't know what half of the things she said. Like, I could write them. I could write the words, like what she said. Like, let me...
Oh, okay, Maria.
Mi comida favorita es una ropa vieja con tamales con tostones.
Ropa vieja con tamales. Okay, but tostones, she said, so tostones, I have no idea what that
De
is.
postre un duro frío.
Duro frío, as a dessert, she said duro frío, I have no idea what that is.
Batido de maíz también por si acaso.
I don't even know what she said. I think she said batido de maíz, like corn milkshake, but I'm not sure that she said maíz.
Los mamoncillos me encantan también.
Mamoncillos? I have no clue. Like, this is crazy. The cultural differences is like we speak the same language and I understand what she's saying, but I don't know what it means. So it's like
Porque son como una mezcla entre un lichí y una lima picante.
un lichi, una lima picante. Okay, lichi sounds familiar, but I think I just know it because if I have had lunch in a restaurant where they have that on the menu, but I'm not sure what it is. And then like spice lima, which I know what it means, but I don't know what it is.
Y un poquito dulces también. Son tan ricos, ¿verdad?
Tan ricos.
And they say son tan ricos, like they're so yummy. We wouldn't say son, we would say están tan ricos. The verb to be is ser and estar, and they say ser and we say estar. They say son tan ricos, we say están tan ricos. Does that make sense to you?
¿Cómo se dice I'm in love?
Very good pregunta. Estoy enamorado.
In our country, we don't say estoy enamorado. We say loma abajo y sin freno. Going down the hill with no brakes.
We don't say that. We here in Spain we say estoy enamorado. Estoy enamorada.
You know, this morning I came in feeling bueno, but now I'm...
And dude, like I think this is especially people from the US, not just English speakers. They say bueno for everything. This is esto es bueno. Like, dude, we don't say that. The people from Latin America say that, and that's why they do. Like, he said, I'm feeling bueno. Like, I don't even know how to translate it. Me siento bien. Like, I'm feeling well. Me siento bien, not bueno. And I've seen this in so many places, like in shows, and people from the US saying bueno all the time. It's like, I never say that word.
starting to feel I see.
That's like if somebody says, how are you? And then you say, that.
That I can't roast the teacher because that happens to me. Like, you probably catch me many times trying to say something in English and I'm not sure how it is, and I just say in Spanish, like I translate literally from Spanish, so I'm not going to roast it.
I know, I was kidding. Estoy kidding. I'm gonna head to El Baño ahora muy rápido. Adios, sí.
Can you guys teach us some stuff?
We brought some backup. Prima!
Is that Karol G?
Yes, el alfabeto.
The alphabet.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Can you imagine a class like this? I wish. You know what I was thinking? In the US, there are a lot of people that are Hispanic, no? It must be kind of weird to be learning your own language. Someone said, as a Mexican who studied in the US, this is so accurate. Oh, wait. He said, by the way, I love Anna speaking on her Cuban accent about tostones and batido de mamey. What the fuck is that? That's what I said maíz because I didn't know what she was saying. Mamey. What the fuck is mamey? They did such a good job with showing how Spanish is taught in America. I was able to understand all the gringo Spanish with my 4 years of high school Spanish. And about 2 words total where Marcelo and Ana were speaking. Glad those 4 years of my life were in a total waste. I think this happens to me with French, and also many people have that with English as well here. My Spanish teacher in high school was Cuban. She was my favorite teacher because she let us spend 20 minutes with us going through the book she was forced to teach us, telling us how it was wrong. And no one talked like that or pointing out the differences in different Spanish-speaking cultures. That's what I was talking about. So that we knew when it was Spain Spanish. They was teaching us or Mexican or Guatemalan or Cuban, etc. Because the book just cobbled together a bunch of words from different countries. That's a big problem because I think here we studied British English, and I think for the most part everything is British. Everything is mostly from England. Every once in a while there are like Ireland things or the Ireland things, Irish things, Scottish things, but for the most part it's British, and I don't think there are Australian, US. It's just England and then maybe other countries in Britain, but that's it. And I think that's really important because now I get so confused between British English and American English just because I've studied the British one, but I consume a lot of content from the US, so I understand the US English better and I know way more expressions and things like that. If you in school don't have that very differentiated, I can see how it's so tricky then to learn it, because again, just with this 5-minute sketch I was able to tell you how different Cuban Spanish and Spain Spanish is. Just imagine if you're combining all the Latino countries or all the Hispanic countries. Like, that's insane. So let me know in the comments what you think, especially if you, like I was saying, if you are Hispanic and learned in an English speaking country and you went to high school in an English speaking country, please let me know what was your experience there, because I'm just curious to know how I will feel learning Spanish in a different country. Like, it will feel bizarre to me. Comment down below things you want me to talk about, to react to, questions you have about Spain, and stay tuned because Christmas content is coming very soon. I already painted my nails red because I just filmed one of the Christmas videos, so please do subscribe because it's free and you can change your mind anytime. Have a nice week.